coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Shout out everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. Pop, 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 boom. I appreciate the support. 33, man. 33 years of prison stories. We out here. We rolling, man. We in the mix. We trying to get to it. We trying to get at it. We trying to do it. Feed the positive, starve the negative, man. Let's go, man. 2024. Man, it's got to be our year. We got to turn all the way up, man. I'm going to need y'all help. I'm going to need everybody that's a part of TBP Nation, man, to be pushing this because I'm going to go even harder. I'm gearing up. I'm getting ready. I'm getting fit and right so I can grind hard for this movement, man. I want this thing to be everywhere, man. I keep seeing all these videos every day about these youngins that's getting in trouble, man, that's throwing their life away. I keep seeing all these videos about, you know, the violence that goes on in the prisons, and they showing these little clips because everybody in there now, you know, got these cell phones and they putting this stuff out. And these youngins need to know this, man. This is what their life will be if they get caught up, man. And it's not just, you know, temporary. It could be permanent. You know, it could be permanent with the time they're giving out. It could be permanent because you could go in there and never come out because you could lose your life, you know. So they need to know this stuff, man. So I'm passionate about getting this message out there. Also, man, I want y'all to understand, excuse me, if you really a part of this nation, I'm going to need y'all to go get a membership. I'm going to need y'all to go get a membership because I'm getting ready to be active over there in that membership, and I'm going to give exclusive content over there, content that you're not going to be able to get over here, you know, for whatever reason, because I want to be, you know, I mean, you know, I ain't going to get too graphic, but I'm going to be a little bit more, you know, share a little bit more stuff over there. Plus, I want to share some stuff that happened since I've been out here, you know, because I done seen some craziness since I've been out here as well, right? So y'all go get that membership, lock in. I'm going to start posting on there, members only. If you get a membership, what happens in the membership stays in the membership. Don't be coming out here loose lips sink ships. Don't be telling them what's going on. If they want to know what's going on, tell them come over there. We getting ready to get it. We going to get to it. So y'all tap in with me, man. We got 85,000 plus members, man. You know, 85,000 plus subscribers, man. Let's get the memberships up, man. We don't even have, I don't think we got 60 members. So let's get it. Let's go. Rock with me if you with me. Let's get it, man. TBP Nation, man. We out here. Appreciate the love and support, man. Oh, man. Today I wanted to talk about this for my cuz, man. Shout out my cuz. He told me, he said something to me in conversation and made me think about this video, man. So I wanted to talk about this video. He just asked me about the mighty Bethlehem in prison. He asked me about, you know, do dudes be getting, you know, when they be getting hit up and they get, you know, stabbed or whatnot, he said, do they be getting sick or stuff like that from, you know, like old rusty steel, because that's usually what the Bethlehem is made out of. That's usually what, you know, those Jones made out of, old piece of fence or old broken off piece of steel or something. So that don't be rusty and all of that, and they have a lot of bacteria in it to get in your bloodstream. If it get in your bloodstream, if the, you know, the initial punch in you don't kill you, sometimes dudes do. They get sick. They get that stuff in their bloodstream and they start hemorrhaging, or they get, you know, poison in their bloodstream and stuff like that. And dudes have died from that as well. You know, I don't know the technical name or what you call it, but dudes have died from that as well, you know, after, you know what I'm saying? And then some dudes might get hit and they try to tough it out. You know what I'm saying? Try not to go to the medical because they don't want to get locked up. They want to get some get back, whatever the case may be. And they mess around and they be messed up. So, you know, I was telling him when he asked me that question, I remember my homeboy was beefing with the dude, man, and he dude that just like banged him out. I told y'all about that story because he was a bigger dude than him. He banged him out, and you know, little homie came back and talked to him, got somebody called him to that door of that cell, and when he stepped to that door, he poked him right through the slot. hit him in the chest. He couldn't get out, do nothing. He tried to play tough, like he gonna wait till his door's open, he gonna do this, he wants some get back. But all the time, his chest started swelling up, right? And he was hemorrhaging, and he almost died. You know what I'm saying? He almost died. Now, that goes to what I'm saying, the weapon of choice in prison. The weapon of choice in prison. Now, I done seen everything used in there, man, that you could possibly think of. I mean, everything is a weapon in prison, man. Everything is a weapon in prison. I've seen dudes get hit up with pencils, man. I've seen dudes get hit up with pencils. I've seen dudes get hit up with ink pens. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. That ink get in your system, it messes dudes up too. But I've seen dudes, you know, lose their life with a pencil, man. With a pencil. With a pencil, man. I seen dude get hit in the eye, man. I told y'all it was a dude laying on the yard, you know, on the bird, man, with a pencil stuck out of his eye, man. And he died, man. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, because I don't know, you know, what is it? What the structure of the body? I'm gonna say slow now. What is it? I don't know. I know it's an A word. Autonomy, whatever it is. So you don't, they say the brain is right behind the eye socket. You know what I'm saying? So something penetrate the eye deep enough, you know, it's going to penetrate the brain. But yeah, man, dudes just try to hit you. That was going on in the jail. Dudes were trying to stab dudes in the face and in the eye with pencils and stuff in the jail. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be aware of that, man. So, you know, like I say, but everything is a weapon, man, when you locked up, man. You know, y'all know about the hot pockets, you know, them locks in the sock will do major damage. Major damage. I known dudes and got concussions, cracked skulls, beat to death with the lock in the sock, broken collarbones, broken elbows, broken wrists, broken ribs. Yeah, them locks, man. Man, dudes get 4-5 pair of them big long. They used to get ordered them Timberland winter socks, them big old long. If you've been in the penitentiary, you know what I'm talking about. They long and gray and red at the top with the big red stripe at the top. And dudes get them long socks, man, and put 4-5 of them jokes in there. Cause if you hitting somebody hard enough, believe it or not, the locks are bust through the sock from the impact of it hitting. It's like the sock keep hitting. The lock keep hitting the sock and it's hitting something hard. It's like it'll bust through. I done seen dudes clucking and clucking and clucking and the locks fly out everywhere. And now he ain't got no weapon no more. And dude, you know, if he's still, you know, coherent enough, he turn around and start walking the dogs on him. Bang, bang. So dudes will put 4 or 5 socks and knock that joint up. And man, you talking about 4 or 5 of them master locks clucking you, dog. Hey, it ain't, I'm telling you, it ain't nothing pretty. It ain't nothing pretty, man. The weight collar, you know what I'm saying? I told y'all I had one at first because I ain't had no locks. I had a weight collar at first. I take that weight collar, you know, you got the 2.5, 3 pound weight collar from off the weight pad, you steal it, but if you steal it off the weight pad, they supposed to be checking the weight pad. Sometimes they check the weight, but they find out it's gone. Whatever the case may be, they may lock the compound down looking for it. You know what I'm saying? But I had a weight collar one time for a minute. I had a weight collar in the wall. You know what I'm saying? I took it off the yard. Now you take that weight collar and put a belt through that hole and knot it up and put that in a sock, and then you hold in the sock and the belt. Shh, man, let me tell you something. You hit a joke in the head with that one shot, depending upon the swing and where it you could take them straight out, straight to the upper room, one hit. Cause that hard steel of that weight collar, and dudes use those jokes. I done seen dudes get beat with them, man. That's the ones be getting the broken collarbones and broke, man. It's vicious, man. It's vicious and it's bone crushing. You can hear it. I mean, it's vicious, man. You know, you have that, man. You got dudes that work in the kitchen, and they get to beefing, and they nervous purpose, and they'll pull a move. They'll go to work, you know, keep the beef at bay, and go to work and steal some out of the kitchen and come back and use it. So usually they check their kitchen before you leave. If they find out something gone out of their kitchen, I done been on several locks. Several locks. We went on lock. Everybody lock up, lock up, lock up. Several locks because something missing out that kitchen. You know, they got real knives in that kitchen. You know what I'm saying? A knife get missing, a dough cutter, a box cutter from out of the freezer. Any of that stuff get missing, they locking the whole compound down. You know, until they find it. And sometimes it be bad on us because somebody done knocked it down in the trash can. When they took the trash out, it's out in the trash. They go out in the dumpster. They got to pull all the trash. They got to find those weapons before they let us off lock. And we done been on lock for weeks with that stuff, only to find out somebody was on shift or what you call it, a kitchen worker. He was on shift, a supervisor or something, then went home with it in his pocket. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that, man. We always gonna get the worst end of whatever is going on, whether it's, somebody that's a convict or inmate that did it or whether they did it. We gonna be the ones that pay for it. So, but yeah, jokers will go in there and steal that junk, man, and come straight out and get at you. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the maintenance men. The maintenance man got everything on the maintenance tray. Everything. And they come in there to do maintenance. They got hammers on there. They got screwdrivers on there. They got to check all of that stuff and make sure all of that stuff is in there when they come in the block and make sure all that stuff is in there when they leave out the block. You know what I'm saying? That's another story right there too. Let me write that down before I forget. Yeah, when somebody came in there, and dude's already beefing, and then the maintenance people come in there and dude run over there and snatch something off the maintenance cart and go to work right there. You know you're going to jail anyway, so yeah, and right there. So you got that. You got the maintenance joint. Everything is on there. But they're supposed to check it, you know what I'm saying, consistently to make sure everything is on there. Same thing, the yard crew. Dudes be out there on the yard with, you know what I'm saying, with that yard crew and have all them big old weapons out there, their hoes and all that when they got to be working in the guy. Dudes beefing and you out there with that, dude might run over up on you and, try to wrestle the joint away from you and run up on the dude. I'm telling you, man, it's just be chaotic and crazy in there, man. Then you got, you got those, you got, man, I know y'all heard all the stories about lawnmower blades. They had the big old Bethlehem lawnmower blade. I ain't never seen dude get the lawnmower blade off because they gonna check the lawnmowers. You know what I'm saying? But I've seen some big Bethlehems in there. What they was made of, I don't know. We might get locked down because dudes have broke too much off of the fence. They supposed to check the fence every day, every night. They check the fence. You know what I'm saying? Before we go on the wreck, when we come off a wreck. But you got to think of how big a yard is, man. How big the fence is. How meticulous they got to be to check every piece of the fence to know if this was missing when they came out. The fence is lined with thick metal all the way around, top, bottom, side. They're not doing their job like that. They're not walking around looking at each and every piece. If you look out that window, when them people is searching that yard, if you got, a window view of them on that yard and they searching, man, they be walking so fast, they ain't paying no attention. Some of them be walking and they, doing whatever. They singing, whistling, hand in their pocket, thinking about what they gonna do when they get off. They not paying attention that this part of the fence is missing. That part of the fence that's missing could be the same part that's gonna kill a dude next week. Same part that's gonna put a dude on a helicopter tomorrow, and they ain't paying attention because it's not that important to them. They only worry when them things is coming at them. If it ain't coming at them, man, they ain't paying attention to that. They walk around that fence so fast, if you look out that window, there's no way you could not know that they ain't paying no attention. It ain't no way. You know what I'm saying? It got to be something blatantly gone, a big old piece missing out of something that they notice. Other than that, you know what I'm saying? That's how the weapons is being made, man. And man, I'm trying to tell you, the stuff you'll see in there, it just blow your mind. I told you go back to the wall when I had the long piece of wood with the nails nailed all the way through like a club. You know what I'm saying? Dudes was making them. You know what I'm saying? You start getting clumped with that and it's putting little puncture holes in you everywhere it hit you. Face, the chest, the arm, because all of these penny nails through the joint. You know what I'm saying? So man, it's insane, man. I'm trying to tell y'all, man, it's a different world, man. And what's even more crazy than that is I don't like to use the word used to it, but you will get or immune to it. You will almost get immune to it once you've been around it so long because you see it and you expect it. You know what I'm saying? So when it happens, it's not a greater shock to you after you done been in there and seen all of this, you know, violence year after year, decade after decade. You know what I'm saying? But every now and then somebody will break out with something even crazier. You'll be like, what? You know what I'm saying? It just be wild, man. Like I say, man, dudes, you know, them ice picks. Them ice picks is a little bit more, I don't know if you can say it's more dangerous than the Bethlehem or what, but them ice picks, they dangerous. Because dudes will hit you with that ice pick, and they be having long ice picks too, man. They take the, man, I ain't gonna say all where they get them all from, but they take them Jones. If you get hit with one of them Jones, you better get the medical as soon as you can. As soon as you can, because they pull it out and the hole will close up and you will start hemorrhaging on the inside, and you only got a certain amount of time for you out of here. Yeah, you out of here. Because if you get the hemorrhaging and don't know, you just gonna pass out, and by the time you get the medical is so slow, so inadequate that they may not even figure out what's wrong with you until it's too late. You know what I'm saying? You passed out and you over there, and the hole to close up in your chest or your kidney or your stomach, and what's wrong with it? What's it? He passed out. You know what I'm saying? What's going on? And by the time they figure out, man, you know you done lost your life. You know what I'm saying? You done lost your life, man. Man, dude, so many things they took out of prison because they weaponized the dudes, done weaponized everything. You know, we used to have the magic shave, man, and dudes used to heat that magic shave up, man, with hot scalding water in that microwave or in that hot pot, and they throw that joint in your face, man, and then start you know what I'm saying? So you burning, your eyes burning, you peeling skin, peeling off of you turning pink, and you getting attacked. You know what I'm saying? Or you getting clucked with that lock in the sock. And you, man, I'm vicious. I'm telling you, man. They took that out, then they started coming back with it. Message was gone for a long time. They got 2 different kinds, and then they had took it out, then they put it back because people needed it actually to shave. They had sensitive skin. It's just, it was crazy, man. When I first came in, they had the Zippo lighters. They used to literally sell lighter fluid in the commissary. But dudes was taking the lighter fluid and putting a lock on your door and putting all this lighter fluid in there and throw a match up in there, throw the Zippo in there and set you on fire, dog. Set you on fire up in your cell, and you cannot get out. And you cannot get out. You know what I'm saying? And they might set the fire at the front of your door, and you trying to get to the door, and they might got the Bethlehem on the end of the broomstick. Get back, burn up, man. You know, yeah, yeah. And y'all wonder why dudes in prison is so paranoid. How can you not be? How can you not be? You know what I'm saying? With what you see going on around you. You know what I'm saying? So they end up taking the Zippo lighters and that out. Then dudes was using baby oil. Baby oil is flammable. You know what I'm saying? They was using the baby oil and setting you on fire. I mean, you know, it's just like a war zone. It's a war zone up in there, man. It's a war zone up in there. It's survival of the fittest, man. But they will weaponize everything. Everything will be a potential weapon, man. Everything. You think of it, dudes have been beat with the mop wringer. You know, they need the mop there. But it clean it. They would have been beat with the mop wringer. They used to have big steel mop rings. They had to trade them to the plastic mop wringers like you see when you go in restaurants and McDonald's or something, the big plastic joint. People pick the mop bucket up. They done been beat with the mop bucket. You know what I'm saying? If not the ringer, even though the ringer still gonna have this steel handle on it, man. Hey, I'm trying to tell you, man. Yeah, I've got the case like that. I told y'all with the big white dude, the big old baby killer. You know what I'm saying? So everything is weaponized. You gonna figure out a way, man. When you going to war, you know what I'm saying, and you trying to win, yeah, you gonna use anything you can to prevail. You know what I'm saying, to prevail, man. And I've seen some creative dudes in there, man. Some real creative dudes in there, man. That made some stuff that you wouldn't even think. I told you, man, I knew a dude named X-Man, man. I'm telling you, man. And dude, he done hit somebody up everywhere he been. And X, man, they say X can make... Man, they say X can take tater chip bags, man, a certain amount of them, and fold them in a certain way, and, you know, glaze that joint with wax and sealer, and, you know, and it be hard enough to penetrate you, man, and hit you, man. You know what I'm saying? And hit you and penetrate you. You getting stabbed with literally with tater chip bag. With a tater chip bag, man. It'll put your eye out, it'll go through your neck. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. It's just the weapons in there, man. It's like everything around you is potential weapon, dog. Everything around you can be used as a weapon, man. And you learn that, and you need to learn that fast when you in there, because you thinking you safe and you never safe. You're never safe in prison. You know, I told you the brush. They sell wooden brushes all day. Do you know how many dudes I done seen got hit with a brush? I can't even count them. You know how many dudes I seen get beat with a brush? Man, if you take a wooden brush, man, and crack somebody across the front of their skull or in the back of their head, man, you can literally split their skull. And that's all they was selling was wooden brushes. Then one time they went to little plastic brushes. Dudes would take the plastic brushes and melt it down. You know what I'm saying? And melt it down, man. If a dude wants you bad enough and he know that it be messed up with the lights in his cell, we got the fluorescent lights with the big hard plastic over top of it. They'll check your cell every now and then. Certain prisons you be on, they come and do a cell check every day. Some prisons once a week. But dudes will try to cover their light up because it's too bright in there, and sometimes they don't check. But sometimes them lights be covered up and a whole piece been cut out of that light. And dudes would take that and melt that down and shape that. And that's a one-hitter quitter, man. And they will hit you with that and break it. And then the other piece is on the inside of you, and that hole will close up. And there we go again, hemorrhaging with a foreign object on the inside of your body. You own the clock to make it to the hospital. You own the clock, and you in penitentiary. You may not make it. You may not make it. No matter how big or small it is, if you get hit with one of them, you may not make it. And usually when a dude got something like that, he trying to pull a sneak attack on you where he can be sure he could get the hit in and break it on you, and that's it. You may not even get a chance to even retaliate. You may not get a chance to even fight back. And like I told y'all before, all's fair in war. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody gonna say, oh, he snuck up on him and hit him with the jump. They don't care. They don't care. You know what I'm saying? And the dude who doing it definitely don't care, because he's not worried about being fair. He's worried about winning. He's worried about doing whatever it is he got to do to you. He worried about surviving. He not worried about what's fair and what's not fair. Everybody in the penitentiary feel like it ain't fair for us to be living like this. So it ain't no fairness in there. So if you looking for fair play, penitentiary ain't the place to be. You know what I'm saying? Dudes gonna try to get you how they can get you. They try to get you when you sleep. They try to get you coming out the shower. They try to get you walk to the microwave. They try to get you going to the visit room. They'll try to get you on the phone. They'll try to get you anywhere they can get you sleeping. They don't matter. It ain't no fair play. It's not. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is trying to survive in there, man. And if everybody's going through their own personal issues, their own, you know, demons within themselves. And when you get in that mode, or you invade them, or you invade their space or something, it ain't no telling what's gonna happen. It just ain't no telling, because like I said, it's so many ways to hurt somebody in there. Everything in there is made of concrete and steel. If you knock somebody down wrong and they hit their head on something, they can lose their life. I told y'all, two cellies was fighting in there, wrestling, playing. They was not even serious. They just was young and playing like that. And the dude fell and hit his rib on the side of the bed, man. And he punctured his ribs, punctured something on the inside of him. And he was hemorrhaging. I don't know if it was his lungs or whatever. And he was hemorrhaging and went over to medical because he was hurting so bad. And they sent him back with Tylenol. By the next morning, he was dead. By the next morning, he was dead. Young brother in his 20s. And they gave his cellie that case, man. They gave him a murder case. A murder case. And everybody in the block knew that wasn't their intentions. These dudes grew up together. They was friends. They wrestling and horse playing. But it's like I said, it ain't no playing in the penitentiary. Everything in there is real. You know what I'm saying? But they young and they got that energy. And you know what I'm saying? If they'd have been out on the street, it's all love. It's all good because they out there, they having fun. They enjoying themselves. They cool like that. They horse playing. Ain't none of that in the penitentiary. Man, everything is serious. Horse playing in the penitentiary costs you your life. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because, and it's ironic because when I first came in the penitentiary, we was young. When I was in 22, 23, 21 years old, man, we used to play cards and stuff for body punches and and to drink water, man. Do we want to see dudes drink water till they spit up? If they don't drink it, if they refuse to drink it, we douse them with water. We get them soaking wet all in the park. Kid stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Because we not knowing that we got that energy still in us because we supposed to be free. We supposed to be on the street. But we made bad choices and now we in here. But all of that kid stuff still ain't out of us. All of that energy still ain't out of us. But it ain't no place for it in the penitentiary. Because just like we used to play those games and dudes get mad when they get body punched too hard and they supposed to be taking the punch for free because they lost and they'll turn around and swing on and they lose his fight. And then they turn around and this dude want to stab that dude because you got out on it, all behind a game. And ain't no games in penitentiary. We had to learn that when we first came in. You know what I'm saying? You want to be able to get that, energy out of you, but you can't. You got to put it into something else because this is not a playground, man. This is not a playground. Penitentiary is definitely not a playground, man. Because every day you're going to have to lay down in that bunk and you're going to have to wake up in that bunk and you're going to have to lock down behind that door and you're going to have to stand up for count and you're going to have to, wait for a child call and you're going to have to wait for rec call and you're going to have to wait for anything you're going to be told and dictated to every day. Where's the game at? Where's the playground at? It ain't none. You know what I'm saying? And all around you is violence. All around you is plotting and scheming and skullduggery and larceny and tomfoolery and everybody trying to get out and find a way to get out on you and trick you or get something from you or separate you from your money, separate you from your property. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody's starving in there one way or another. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. So man, prison is not it. I'm trying to tell you, it's far from it. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, man, it's everything in there can be weaponized, man. Everything. When you think of it, it can be weaponized, man. A coffee cup can be weaponized. Dudes will take them plastic coffee cups and set it on fire and melt it all the way down and shape it like a what you call them people, a molder, and shape it and shape it and shape it and then melt another one down and shape it all on top of that until they got a hard spike. Yes. You know what I'm saying? That's why when we get anything, it'd be hard for us to get something because as soon as somebody use it as a weapon, they're going to make arrangements for that and kill it. That's how we end up going from the big TV to the small TV. We went from a 13-inch to a 5-inch TV for years before they end up bringing the 13-inch back because I think they only brought it back because it was more profitable for them. But at the same time, they brought it back clear because we used to have like 13-inch TV, but dudes was going inside the TV and taking pieces out the TV and stabbing dudes with them. So it made them took the TV. It gave them the justification to take the TV. You see what I'm saying? So then we get the 5-inch and then they go from that to have them to be clear where they can see through the TV. They got to be able to see everything in the TV and make sure the TV is working. If they come to your cell and you got a TV in your cell and you can't cut the TV on and show that it's working, they're going to take it contraband. You know what I'm saying? Because they may be looking through the back and see what they can see and they can't see that something is missing out of the TV, so they'll say, cut it on. If you can't cut it on, if it ain't coming on, they taking that up out your cell that day. And they're going to send it over there to property, and property going to be looking all in it. And they find a piece in there that's missing, there's anything that's sizable that can be used as a weapon, oh, they coming and lock you straight up. Yeah, they coming to shake you down, and then they going to lock you straight up. Because they need to have that. Because like I say, it's not so much that they trying to safeguard you or the next man. Because police get hit too. So they'll make sure, hey, this ain't going to be used on one of our officers. You understand me? So, yeah, man, it's crazy, man. It's just a crazy world. It's a crazy life. It is what it is, man. I'm so blessed and so thankful and so humbled, to be out of that life, man, to be out of it, man. But I still hurt. And for my brothers that's still in there, that's still struggling, man, my comrades, they got to live this life every day, deal with this life every day, wondering when they coming home, if they coming home, you know what I'm saying? And their families going through the same thing. going through the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's horrible, man. So yeah, man. But just know, young people out here, young kings and queens, because I'm quite sure the women prisons is going through the same things. Young kings and queens, just know, man, what type of life you will have to live in captivity. You know what I'm saying? And this is daily. It's daily. It's not being reported like it should be. It's not going to be broadcast like it should be unless it's something happening to an officer. But make no mistake about it, on every prison, and I'm assuming, because I ain't been to every one in the world, but I'm assuming on every prison all around the world, this is a daily occurrence in one way, shape, form, or fashion. You know what I'm saying? So this is the life, man. It's waiting for you if you want it. You know, I should hope you wouldn't, you know, and enjoy this freedom while you're out here, man, because it's really different on the other side, man. But anyway, man, y'all talk to me in the comments, man. I talk back. Let me know what y'all think. Made this video off the top of my head because I wanted y'all to hear this. You know, shout out to my cuz who asked me this question. Big love to all of y'all, man. Y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions. I'll see y'all in the morning mud if you really rock with me. And don't forget, man, to get that membership because we getting ready to come with some exclusive, boom, some exclusive content, man. Big love, salute, be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. And by all means, boom, duck them hooks. Bye.
The banking special. Yeah, pure deliciousness. Pure deliciousness, man.
My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.